welcome to Words of Wisdom. I hope you are well. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've come across this video, there may be something that you would like to know or you need to hear. I am an Oracle channel, and I'm just passing on words of wisdom, truly, from source right now for you. And my intention is always set that the right people hear what they need to hear. I share this with you. I share my experiences. I share my daily life. Often, and every day we can get guidance and we can get signs and synchronicities. But it's not every day that you necessarily will see them, understand them. And it is important to recognize that we are all in this together. We are in a network. And if you're finding me, then perhaps we are aligning or resonating with each other for a reason. Or my story might resonate with you and my guidance might help you. So I always offer that up as a maybe situation. I don't often get people replying or answering too much. I do get the odd people saying and what have you. So I do think it's if you find me and it helps you, then it's let it go and it goes on. That's the only reason why I do this. But if you do want to comment, I love to hear from you. If you want to like or share or subscribe, please feel free to do so. It always helps the video get to other people that might need to hear, might need to have some sort of help in some way. So in actual fact, it might not be for you today, but you've enjoyed it in some way. You haven't quite maybe certain parts, certain cards. But if you subscribe or share or like or make a comment, often the algorithm then would be sharing and doing the same with other people who might really need to be part of a network and get some help today in some way. So that is important to remember. It is all about our journey and the love for our spirit teams and our source and knowing that we are guided and loving that fact. So if you are on this spiritual journey, or if you are on a journey of change, if you are about to think about going on a journey of change and you have come across me, I am a teacher and I teach obviously the theory and what have you, but from a spiritual point of view, it's about that spiritual theory, spiritual help, spiritual guidance that I've had that I share with you, and that's about it. A lot of people call themselves experts. A lot of people are psychics. I don't claim to be anything like that. All I say is it's my life. I'm sharing it with you. And if you so wish to find benefit from it, then it is there. It's a gift for you to do so. That is my sole purpose. And I'm happy to do that. So today, wow, end of a week. How are you feeling? Those that do watch me regularly, you know that I do try most days to put up a daily guidance. And what comes to my magic table, really, what cards I use, they call to me, they say they want to be here. I feel that energy. That's how I know it's meant to be. And we sort of get a lot of different guidance in different ways, and that's what I'm kind of teaching in a way, and I hope it helps other people to start recognizing, gosh, you can get a message from a book, you can get a message from a calendar, you can get a message from a video, you can get a sign just by looking at the clock, and so on and so on, and there's always those moments, because we are always being communicated with by source. And if we open ourselves up to the communication, it's a really wonderful, beautiful way in which to live in your purpose, live in your now, and really change yourself to become a better version of who you are, in order for your life to make the change that it needs to make, because you've got to start within. So that is something that I do like to share. I came across a protection chant, which I want to share with you today. I do have this sort of grimoire book, and I do put spells and affirmations and prayers and all sorts of things in my grimoire book that I like to share with you. So we've got a protection chant today, and I was thinking about that because I was speaking to my students this morning, and we were talking about sort of letting people go, taking people out of your life that no longer need to be in your life, that, you know, are not for your highest good. They are, you know, you have to be able to let go of things, people and places as well. And you know, have a good clear out of your cupboards is always sometimes the hardest thing for some people to do. You know, oh, keeping that clothes in case you lose the weight. Well, if you're not going to lose that weight, you're not going to wear the clothes. Get something new when you deserve when you actually get to where you need to be. And you know, it's about really understanding, letting go of things, lets go of old stagnant energy. It clears and makes space for new. And we were talking about that today. And of course, if you are an empath and you are on the spiritual journey, you will be susceptible to other people's energies. You will be in that knowing, possibly right now, like I am, very intuitive, knowing. And actually, one of my students did say to me today, "Oh, I'm not going to lie to you, dear, because you'll see straight through me anyway." They know. So it's quite important to recognize that. And I don't punish them for that. There's no punishment there. What I like is the fact that they're honest and open. And, you know, they are aware. And that's a really good thing to be in, that awareness. Because it's not just me they're going to be aware of. So we also need to protect ourselves when we are out in the wide world and we're on our spiritual journey, and we have this energy that other people, other things, other even toxic, karmic people energies are going to be attracted to. They will come into your energy field, and you have got to learn to protect yourself. So today, for some reason, I was asked to give you this protection chant, so I'm going to do that. And then we'll make a decision. There I am spilling. Make a decision, or we will see what is coming on our table today. I've got our fairies are with us today, and fairies are often about fun and magic and nature. And I just went for a lovely walk in nature, and the rain actually stopped, and it was lovely. And I took my dogs out, and it was really lovely. And I really love being in the woods, and I love being in touch with nature. It's something that's very important to me right now in my life. It's become more and more and more lately. Mother Gaia, very much in touch with how I feel as well. So I feel like that, and it's about that sort of rootedness, that grounding, that change that happens. And then we have the Inner Temple Oracle, where we will do our significator card today and our guidance from that. We have energy cards, and we have our beautiful Spirit Song Tarot. And I always have these because it's all about their nature and animals in them. And they very much do link with our beautiful spirit team. So we'll have a little look at them. The Chariot, discipline and determination. Exactly. It really is about going forward. You know, keep moving. The movement. Chariot is all about movement, but it's also about having that discipline to movement. You know, to really believing that you can change, and you do want the change, so then you can change. Like I said to you, it's no point keeping hold of clothes if you're not going to be able to get into them and wear them. You know, get rid of them and get something new that will give you a bit more of a goal, a determination, something to look forward to. So determination is a beautiful significance on our journey right now, especially this time of the year, especially with this transformation change period that we're all feeling. So having discipline in yourself, doing your work, disciplined in your body, discipline in your mind, discipline in your emotions, disciplining yourself to say, right, you are with me. You are who I need you to be right now. That's a beautiful way in which you can live your moment and live your now. We've also got the Queen of Crystals, comfort and prosperity. And I do feel that's such an important card right now because, you know, our little hedgehogs are all hibernating, but they do come out come spring. And, you know, having that comfort right now is very, really important in winter. It's lovely to get home, put the heating on and snuggle up and what have you. It's lovely to have duvet day. We all kind of want to hibernate a little bit more in the winter months, don't we? Rather than, you know, roaming around in the dark and the cold and what have you. So it is about comfort, and prosperity coming from that is quite important. So we'll definitely have a little read about what our guidance is with our spirit song, Queen of Crystals. Queen of Crystals. So this is about take time to ground yourself with Earth's energies. Exactly. And this is exactly where we were going in terms of what I was saying, this nature's calling me. I feel very much about this rooted scenario, this grounding that we need to be aware of. And then you'll become more aware of opportunities in your reach. Security and prosperities are yours if you pursue practical solutions when setting goals. Keep in mind that a little common sense goes a long way. So declutter your mind by getting back in touch with beautiful, simple things in life that already surround you. Because it came out in a reverse. I'll read that part as well. So a real message for us, you know, determination and the movement and what have you. But you've got to declutter. Like I said, we open space for others. We open space for new to come in when we get rid of people, places, things that we no longer need. All right, so that was great. We'll definitely be going on with that. All right, let's do our protection chant first. I stand within my own safe space, guarded by light, by calm, by grace. No harm may cross, no ill intent, no energy where it's not welcome meant. I am shielded, rooted, clear, protected far and protected near. What is not mine finds no way through. My space is sealed by boundaries true. I walk protected night and day, guarded, watched and held always. I am safe in body and soul. I am protected. I am whole. So it is. Beautiful protection chant. So what is not mine finds no way through. My space is sealed by boundaries true. Having those boundaries is really important right now, because when people come along over this next little period before we go springing into our new, consider whether you want to go back into a situation, into a comfort zone that wasn't serving you, you weren't happy, what you know isn't bringing you closer to your divine purpose, whatever the case may be, you know. And putting up a boundary sometimes can be the hardest things. I was saying this to the students, you know, it hurts sometimes having to let go of people, but at the end of the day, those people are on their journey and they need to do their healing. And if they're not doing that, you are going to be way ahead, and you need to stay in that lane. And those boundaries are for your protection. Those boundaries are there for your future happiness. So stay within those. Don't let other people cross those boundaries, and just be honest and open about it with yourself. If you feel hurt or sad, that's okay. If you need to spend some time, you know, considering things again and what is not okay is to stagnate in that situation. Right, let us see what our little guidance is today. The cart will find a way when it reaches the foot of the mountain. Age is never a limit for setting new goals or dreaming new dreams. So it doesn't matter. You know, I, later in life, have got to this stage. A lot of my life, I was very busy doing 100 other things other than my spiritual healing. And I've been awakened quite late in life. And a lot of people I know are awakened late in life. It's a big shift in the energy of the earth right now. And especially women. at this sort of age. So we're all in this together and we're finding this awakening, and it really can be quite difficult. But the cart will find a way when it reaches the foot of the mountain. And I think it's just about having that belief in yourself, having the belief that when that mountain arrives, when that blockage happens, you will find that way to keep going, to go round, to go up, whatever it might be, but it will help you in the long run. Just think about it. If you actually get to climb up that mountain, you're going to have a beautiful view from the top. So it's a very different feel to being stuck in the bottom. Okay, so our daily guidance today: inner spring, the masks we wear, and destiny life. So very clearly, as I said to you, you know, winter at the minute is quite important. We have an inner spring. Within ourselves, this light is shining. This is our destiny life right now. Beautiful cards. I'm going to put destiny life back up here. But in between the two of these came masks we wear. And often we'll put on those masks because we are hiding, we're afraid other people won't like what they see. We might also wear a mask so that we can seem better than what we think we should be being seen as. It's often quite ego-driven, putting on a mask without being vulnerable, without being open and honest. A mask can recover many things. So, you know, the masks we wear, you might be doing it for a reason, and that's fine. There's no harm in that. But there's no harm in, you know, if I've got to wear a mask. When I go to work, I've got to put on a happy face. But it wears at you. I've done it myself. And, you know, there is going to always be a time where that mask has to slip, that mask has to come down, and it can become quite trying. Also, if we consider masks are a form of protection that we use, and the protection chant was quite an important one for us. It's about being open and honest, setting boundaries so we don't have to wear masks and pretend any differently, you know. Right, I'm going to read the masks we wear to you, even though it's come up recently for us, and if you do watch me you might have heard this, but we'll go through it again because it's always good and it might be very relevant. And as I say, you'll only hear things when you're ready to hear them. The masks we wear. Authenticity is the highest vibration there is. Being around someone who is authentic, who knows who they are and whose inner self matches that we see and hear is so liberating. Their truth activates something within us too. Many of us have been taught to wear masks, but when we wear a mask, this takes a toll on our body and our soul. When we wear a mask, we abandon our true, authentic self. And this can be sensed too by those around us. So some wear a mask because they don't know who they are, while others do so because they're trying to be whoever the world wants them to be, which essentially means abandoning themselves to stop others from abandoning them. But in reality, it will hurt 10 times more if we abandon ourselves by being who we think others want us to be, and we're still not received, despite the weight of that mask. When the fear of abandonment comes up, the invitation is always to turn towards yourself and say, I'll never leave you. And that is something that I have struggled with. This idea of being this the 5 of cups is out in the cold. Honestly, I struggled with it a lot, and I still do now today with my family. And it's so important to recognize I am authentically me. And if somebody doesn't like what they see, then goodbye, out of my energy you go. And this is what we were talking about today. And it's no surprise that it's come up now. And I think somebody here needs to hear it. To offer yourself the love and companionship you're afraid of losing or of not receiving, to find safety in your own company, to find love in your own presence, to gather up the courage to be who you truly are, you take off the mask and stand tall in your authenticity. All right, so beautiful start. So form of protection masks can be. And, you know, if somebody doesn't like what you are or what you see, what they see, You don't need to be doing any convincing. All right, we're going to get our beautiful fairy cards. What is our beautiful guidance? End of the week, ready for the weekend. Oh, there's the energy. Beautiful. Please give us some guidance, please, fairies. Please, can you give us some guidance, please, source? Using our beautiful fairies. Our fae. Fae are very magical. They can be fun. I have Tinkerbell on my table here, and Tinkerbell, I love looking at her. She's always got this lovely smile on her face. Oh, okay. Right, let's have a little look. We have got stargazing and moon energy. No surprise at all that these two cards have come out, especially for me, because I am very much a moon goddess. I love my full moon and new moons, and I also adore looking up at the stars. I love the idea of seeing stars in the night sky. So very beautiful. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions, reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So maybe that's something that you might like to start trying to invest in as guidance for you, you know. Being in touch with nature doesn't have to be only in the daytime. And the moon energy, of course, this ebb and flow of life of the moon is the most beautiful, sacred energy there is. So, you know, really be aware of how the energy changes for you, maybe from the different moons. New moons don't affect me as much as full moons affect me, but I have my sister who the new moon affects her and not the full moon. And then go outside. You see, it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So nature is calling us very much today. Very, very strong. Very, very strong nature. Okay, you really do need to bed yourself in. I talked about the inner spring, you know. I mean, as soon as everything starts growing and moving, you feel very, very beautiful, and you feel very at peace. Go outside. That's so lovely. Go outside. So nature, moon, stargazing, inner spring. I don't think they're going to give me any more here. Okie dokie cookies. Let's ask for our energy cards. That I did pick them up just now. Our energy cards as guidance. So this weekend, make yourself. Go outside, go for a walk, go to a beach, go to a woods, go to a mountain, but go to nature and really feel into it. Wrap up warm, stay dry, do all of that, but feel into nature. Can we have some guidance, please, for this weekend? Beautiful guidance, our energy, protecting us, looking after us. What is the energy that you could guide us with this weekend, please? Source. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got quite a good shuffle. There's quite a... There it is. Oh, that is so lovely. Angel of Love has come out. So, yeah, it's about loving yourself. And Archangel Michael has come out as well. And he's been around me for a few days now. And he is here as your protector. And so that is why the protection chant was meant. So look, he's here to give you courage, to give you the bravery that you require, but he's also here as your protection. And we have got the beautiful Angel of Love. And I love this because this rose quartz crystal in the shape of a heart, she's just all full of love and kindness. It's such a beautiful energy. It's so soft, so natural. It's almost fae-like, actually. And, you know, the pinks in the inner spring as well, you can see here. It's very, very familiar. It's this idea of this very soft love and kindness and peace and harmony. It's so beautiful. So really... feel into the love. And you know, love is something that once you start showing yourself love, other people will show you love as well. The garden and the gate. Very clear. Number 30. We've got 35 and 30. So 3 can be very prevalent, but 35 as well as an 8, which is Archangel Michael, which is very strong. Infinity, you know, strong magical support for you. But this garden and this gate is a beautiful, it is, again, she's in her pinks. There's a sunshine, there's flowers, it looks very open, it looks very lovely. And she's looking out over the butterfly's flying away and what have you. Now the garden and the gate, of course, this gate is closed, and around this girl's neck is a key. I don't know if you can see that. And she's looking out as if to say, I really want to go out there. I really want to open this gate. You have the key. Spirit is telling you, you've got to be courageous and strong. And I can tell you now what the key is. The key is love. The key is love for yourself. The key is love for your journey. The key is love for your knowing that you deserve what you deserve. And it's about taking off this mask. It's about stopping pretending that you are where you are and you can't do anything about it. It's about being authentic in yourself now, and that really will open up this beautiful garden gate and allow you that freedom. She's looking at the butterflies of say, I wish I could fly there. You can fly there. You definitely can fly there. Okay, so that's the energy cards. I'm going to get us as well the Sacred Traveler cards. No, not them for a minute. They're calling me. So, Wisdom of the Oracle. Please can we have guidance? This weekend is an important weekend. I'm hearing for you to make decisions. So, you know, listen to what is being given to you and gifted to you. Observer. Observer, exactly. What do you observe about yourself, this destiny life? And look at this fox. It's literally looking up through a telescope at the moon, at the stars. Okay, so the moon energy and stargazing, be that observer, be aware. I'll read this to you anyway. We've also got a leg up. So something is going to come about and give you some help. And that can be your Archangel Michael. You know, it can be your guides. It could be a person that will really love you and help you and support you in some way. You've also got something about co-creation. And if you look here, this little owl sitting a little bit out away from this cheetah who's looking at you. And this wisdom, this owl is wisdom that's sitting out here. So it's almost like saying, you know, use your wisdom. You've got enough of it. You've got you can use that. And this cheetah doesn't have to, this masculine energy, you know, which is what the cheetah symbolizes, doesn't have to, you know, look elsewhere. You've got it within you. This is your light. This is what is shining within you right now. The light is shining within you. Trust in that, the key. All right, trust where this light is. It is really beautiful to think that you can observe things and you are noticing or feeling something different. Like I said to you, are you feeling this energy, this shift, this different type of energy? Because if you are, you're observing that energy, and it is because you can now do something. Someone's going to give you a leg up, a little bit of help with this. Okay, let us have a little look here. Observer, number 49. Perspective, objectivity, neutral observance from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need to distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Interesting. So maybe that will be the key. Maybe that will be the motivation, and the way you will get your authentic self in some way. All right. And you'll get this help as well. 34. Receiving help, delegating authority, independence. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life is a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Okay, so exactly what I said to you, you making space for new people. Making space for new people. When you the trick is to accept that aid is freely given. Allow people to co-create with you. Allow people to be part of your story now. It's very important for you to move forward into your new. You don't know everything. You know, there's a famous saying, you can learn something new every day. So, allow it. Co-create. Creativity, fruition, manifestation. So you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment and every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. This is your destined life. And remember, I said to you, it's my soul purpose to share with you guys this every day. I just enjoy doing it, and I love to teach. And I am a spiritual teacher, and I'm also a healer, and I like to give advice, and you know, whatever is coming, channeling through to me, I trust in my source for it, you know, and I trust that the right person's going to meet it. So that's my co-creation. What is your soul purpose? What do you want to do? Okay, you are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. That's twice I've talked about grace today, and in the chant spell as well was grace. So very divinely protected. And this message today is really giving you that guidance. See how you feel. See what you want to do about it. See where you want to go. It's up to you. All right. Let us get some confirmation then from our beautiful observer. And leg up and co-create. What is this? Okay, something on leg up and co-create has come out. That's lovely. What other guidance have we got? What other guidance have we got, please? Spirit. Okay. Right, we have got the Page of Feathers. Exploration, discovery. So, yeah, sometimes it can be quite exciting, really, when we start, you know, stargazing, exploring new ways in which we feel, exploring how we are feeling things, why we are feeling things. Preparation and resourcefulness is underneath. It's the card underneath, and exactly as it's sort of being able to find those things. Like I said to you, that protection chant came in front of me, and I wrote it down in my grimoire, and I thought I'll share that with you guys. And it's really, every time I pick up a sign or a synchronicity or see a number, I'm always constantly making my connections in some way on my journey. And exploration and discovery of these things is so exciting. It's lovely, and it does motivate us. And you know, when we observe our path, when we can step back and see things from a different perspective, you know, we can learn new things. It's a beautiful gift. We've also got intuition and inspiration with the Page of Shells, with our little frog. And frogs can be all about rebirth, of course, and this time of the year with all the rain and a lot of that is happening. So rebirth is a real big, strong message as well. Rebirth of yourself, of your changes. Let that happen. This is your destiny. You know, destiny is at play very much. And intuition as well, using that intuition now, is gut feeling, is emotional understanding. And we've also got transformation, transition, liberation. Exactly. Look at that. That's incredible. So rebirth and transformation, that's what Spirit is saying. And you know, it came out on top of leg up. So lots of new coming through for you. New friendships, new partnerships, new love interests, new work, new jobs, new homes, new places of interest, new things, new chapters, a new you. It's all about this change. But you've got to do it from taking off, stripping back, letting go, making sure you're clearing what you need to clear. And options and results with the 7 of crystals with co-create. You will get results and you'll have a lot of different options to it. You know, preparation and resourcefulness is the overall sort of, and foresight and exploration as well. And willpower and creation with the crow. Wow, that's the magician. That is incredible. So lots of help, lots of guidance, lots of magical time at the moment. And you're thinking nothing's happening, nothing's growing, everything's quiet, everything's dark, everything's cold. No, all underneath, things you can't see. But you can spend this time now developing yourself. You know, have a look. You'll see those results. They will come through very quickly. You know, you've got it within you, your wisdom, your speed, your agility, your knowledge, your strength. You have an Archangel Michael with you. It's all here. And come the inner spring, which is what this card was all about, it's about that change and growth. Very, very lovely. Very, very lovely. So I think today's very clearly, the very clear message today is about keeping on your journey by preparing yourself, being aware of the situation, the energies around you. Protect yourself from other energies. And also discover, observe, look, moon gaze, star gaze, find yourself. Deepen your spiritual activity, deepen your understanding of where things are going for you. Allow this natural ebb and flow of life energy to come and go and show you and guide you. You know, you don't need to control anything. That's what this is really saying. You are co-creating with the universe right now. And you know, the universe has got your back. So, I move forward in life with joy and with ease. It's a lovely affirmation. So do so. This is your destiny life. Enjoy it. So thank you for joining me. If you want to give me a thumbs up, as I said, I'd love to hear from you as well. Subscribe or share, and I'll see you again real soon. Thank you. Bye.